Hey, it's Dr. Rob. We're here at the National Association for Secondary School Principals who are here looking at this amazing display they have. We've had some awesome interviews. Here they set up a table with learning, talking about management programs. We're obviously here, we're presenting them with the 7 master principles of empowerment, not only for youth, for students and teachers. Past president, Mr. Ken Griffith.
How you doing? Isn't this a great place?
It's awesome, man. It's awesome. So tell me, what do you think it takes for kids to thrive and survive in this? Not only survive, but thrive in today's world.
You know, it's been interesting. I was in education for 42, 43 years. I've retired now, but I still watch, and it has changed certainly over time. They really need person skills. They need to be able to, they have to understand work. They have to have a good work ethic. They have to be able to communicate. And most importantly, I think they need to be able to set goals, decide what they want to be and what they want to do, and then attack that.
I mean, I struggled as a kid. I actually had anxiety, so I had to overcome that and do school. That's why I created my 7 principles, which has the emotional intelligence literacy part, the resiliency, the communication, you know, harness not only the intellect, but creativity. Would you say that's important?
Absolutely. Resiliency is a great word, because everything's not going to go right. It's just the way life is.
So we don't want them just to bounce back. I say we should help them to bounce forward.
Yes. Yeah, they have to learn from their mistakes. How's that? And move on.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, all great people basically have failed, but I don't call it failing. It's just a stepping stone to success.
Yeah, if you look at people like Abraham Lincoln, how many times did he fail?
Our children today are coming in with all kinds of different issues and different problems. So our teachers and administrators, we have to have a serious arsenal of information in order to be able to reach them on their level to help them to get to where they need to get to. So they must have all of that, and that's difficult for an educator to do. I try to send a message to my students that no matter who you are or what you are, you count, you matter. And basically, if I can get them to understand that, because they have to understand that they matter in order to feel like I can do this. Because if they don't feel like they matter, then they're going to give up. And we can't allow them to give up on themselves.
Don. He's from Texas. He was a president of NASSP in 95, 96.
Right.
So what do you have to say about this conference this year? 100 years.
100 years, and I've made 49 of them.
Wow, 49 in a row?
In a row. 49 in a row.
You don't get an award? Are they giving you an award for that?
I doubt it.
They're not going to give you an award.
I doubt it.
That's not right. So what do you think? I mean, you've seen kind of the whole, for 49 years, you've seen the whole gamut of what we've gone through in the educational system.
Yes.
What could you give us a synopsis of?
We're serving more challenging kids than we've ever had in the history of education in America since we got off the farm. We're serving, many schools are serving them really, really well. An example, 53% of the students in Texas are Hispanic students. Most of those students have come to Texas in their lifetime. Many of them weren't born there. Most of them can speak some English.
It's wonderful.
But we're still teaching them just like they were our regular kids. So the job that schools and teachers in particular are doing today is incredible with what we have. because we don't have the population we had 20 years ago or 40 years ago or even 15 years ago.
Well, I've taken on the initiative with building resiliency because I think it's important not to just to bounce back, but bounce forward.
Yes.
And also the emotional literacy is very important, right? How to
Yes,
read
absolutely.
others, and
Absolutely.
because over the years it's kind of eroded, right?
Yes.
The people skills.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, you know why?
No.
Ta-da!
So the Apple has eroded.
Apple
has eroded the people
Apple
skills.
has eroded people skills. That's
Steve
exactly
Jobs
right.
is single-handedly
That's all right.
taken down.
I'm in the car 10 minutes with my grandkids. They never say a word.
It's really important for teachers to be able to read, you know, if Johnny's having a really good day or not, and why, and how you can meet that need so that you can move the student on to advanced learning.
Right. So I guess part of the engagement process would be first being able to read them, within, you know, being able to see their emotions, and then
Absolutely.
so that's like the baseline. So as long as our students are emotionally equipped, resiliency, you know, as far as that equipped, communication is something I'm a big proponent of. So
Right.
until they can communicate, that's core to the whole learning experience.
Absolutely, and in our school we have what we call advisories, where we want to make sure that each student in our building is connected to adults, and that adults know them and they know adults and they feel comfortable. And our students touch base with those advisories once a week for 30 minutes
Wow.
every week. And the sole purpose of that advisory is just that, those emotional kinds of connections that you build with kids.
It's Max Lancer, the owner of DRL Media, and we are here at the NASSP conference, NASSP, and there's a lot of different booths. Here's ours about the books and his 7 principles, and there's a lot of other ones. There's doctors and inventions, and they're mostly for principals. So now we're gonna walk around, and let's go. Well, it's really expensive. I wish I could have one.
You can have one. No, with the proper funding and with even this machine, it's at a great price point. You can have one.
Okay.
Would you like to try this little communication program that's a part of it?
Can I get a picture with you?
Yes.
You are just awesome. Come around.
I'll try it after the picture.
Okay. Thank you. We're gonna do a little picture. Ready? A little selfie. 1, 2, 3. That is so cute.
Thank you.
And so we asked you to take these cards and put them in the order that's most like you. And just look at the front to start out.
Can I put it in my order?
Oh, yes. And so when you get to the point where you are leading an organization, which I feel like that probably won't be very long from now, then you're gonna
5 years.
Hey, can I make you something real quick?
Yes.
All right, so what we're going to do is, this is called the Awards Maker, and it makes all kinds of things. Bumper stickers, parking permits, and we can make all these things for schools. So I'm going to make you an award, and let's walk over here. So awarded to Max, and we're going to edit this, and I'm going to make it the #1 Mets fan. And so when you take this home and hang it up in your room, you can prove that you are the #1 Mets fan of all time.
Thank you. Three,
I got
2,
20 bucks on the little one.
Oh, really?
You won!
$100. $100.
How did you do though?
$100.
You got to beat me.
$100.
How many did you
I
do?
did beat you.
How many did you do?
You stopped with one.
No. How many did you do? I did like 20 and you only did like 8, man. Come on.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Nobody was counting.
Again, the man gets stuck by the government.